another episode of Jay Leno's Garage. Something a little different this week. If you see this pulling in your neighborhood, you're in a lot of trouble. Don't even think about getting in an argument or trying to get away. This is the classic SWAT vehicle. There's been TV shows written about these guys and movies. And let's meet the real thing. Come on in, Mark. Come on in. You're a SWAT officer, correct?
Sir. Yes, sir.
And he looks like a SWAT officer, doesn't he? I'm telling you, this is not a guy you want to mess with. Now tell us about this. You drive this vehicle?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So what are we looking at here? Who manufactures it? What is it?
This is a Lenco BearCat, and this one is particularly set up as a medical vehicle.
Okay. Now Lenco, that's a private company that builds
armored vehicles.
Specifically for what? Banks and police officers and all that kind of stuff.
They actually make it for military,
okay.
civilian, police, any type of application where they need armored vehicle.
And what power plant does it use?
The vehicle is built on a Ford chassis.
Okay.
Uses a F550 chassis and running drivetrain, I guess you call it.
Yeah.
And then they fabricate the body and make it to our specs.
It's diesel, twin turbo?
It's a 6.7 liter twin turbo diesel.
Okay. So what kind of horsepower is that making?
I want to say about 450 horse.
About 450 horse, but lots of torque.
Lots of torque.
Because this is not a lightweight. This is no carbon fiber in this thing.
Yeah, no, that's all good American
steel. It's pretty much a bank vault on wheels, isn't it?
Right.
Because you guys get shot at and just this is the vehicle of last resort, isn't it? Pretty much when a situation is kind of out of control of the local police officers or whatever. You come in with this, is that how it works?
Yeah, in the type of situation where if things have gotten to the point where they've called SWAT in,
right.
then it's probably a little bit out of the hands of the typical patrol police.
Right.
And the fact that they haven't got the equipment we've got or the weapons we've got. So with this vehicle, we can go into a situation where you couldn't go into with a black and white.
Right.
Keep the occupants protected. We can get our officers in, SWAT officers in.
Yeah.
We can extract the police officers that are there. And if there's any regular citizens that are in the location that it's not safe to move them,
right.
we can back this vehicle up, load them up, and then get them out of this area so it'll be safe.
Are most SWAT officers ex-military?
A good portion of them are, but
yeah.
not the whole team.
Is that required or no? It's not required?
No, it's not. No,
okay.
It's open to anyone in the department is eligible to try for SWAT.
But it's another cut above. It's a bit kind of like the Army and the Green Berets, that kind of deal?
I guess I'd like to say we're just regular guys that just
had a
passion.
Sure. It's regular time. Up. Yeah, until that happens. Yeah, tell me about that.
Just like the excitement, that's all.
Yeah. Now these are, I know it's obviously they have air valves here. These are run-flat tires?
They are. It's a two-piece rim with a run-flat system in the middle, so if we get a puncture with something we're driving over, or if a tire gets shot,
yeah,
we'll lose the air, but the vehicle will still be able to continue on.
Right, because this is probably your most vulnerable area right here, isn't it? So this has got to be.
It's probably our Achilles heel right there.
And what is, with these steel-belted tires, what does it limit the speed of the vehicle to?
We're limited to 70 miles an hour.
70 miles an hour. But
right.
this thing going 70 miles an hour. What does it weigh?
It's just shy of 9,000 pounds.
Just shy of 9,000 pounds, okay.
But it drives really well.
It's hard to convey how massive this thing feels. I mean, this is just all steel plate. Look at this door here. This door alone, I don't know what this weighs, but look at can you see here?
It's about 3/8 armored plate.
3/8 armored plate in there, and then you got this little hole to shoot out of. Is that what it is?
That's the gun port.
Okay, there's a gun port in there. Hello, how you doing there?
And we've got those around the vehicle.
Yeah, okay, gun ports around the vehicle.
Or if you want to go through a drive-through or something.
Or a drive-through. Now, I imagine you can pretty much get a full-size donut through here.
That's about it.
Or a bear claw or one of those. Any one of those big donuts goes through there. Jelly, anything goes through there at all.
There you go.
And of course, I imagine the vehicle, air conditioning and all that as well, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got an air conditioning unit up front in the cabin. We've got a second unit in the back for the guys that are in the rear.
So obviously this thing must use a lot of electricity. What do you have, dual alternators on it?
It's got dual alternators. There's two of them, 320 amp each.
And what is this here? A case for the maid, do a little vacuuming up? Oh, no, that's an electrical plug. What is that for?
Yeah, well, these vehicles, there's a lot of drain on them when they're sitting.
Right.
Not that they sit very much, but when they are sitting, we have a short cord we'll pull up and plug in.
Oh, you can auxiliary.
And we'll keep the batteries charged up on it.
Okay, and what do we have here? We have disc brakes all the way around.
Disc brakes all around, and it's four-wheel drive. So those are the manual locking hubs up front.
Oh, it's four-wheel drive, huh?
It is, yeah.
So you have to get out, and you have to lock them manually?
Generally, we're running on the freeways. We keep them unlocked, but once you get on the scene, we'll just lock up the hubs.
Okay.
And then if you need to go on a curb, on a lawn, or go over something,
I see.
we've got electronic four-wheel drive inside. We can just hit the button and it'll engage.
Are these also used as battering rams too, or is that a different vehicle?
Actually, this does have the potential for it. We've got a spot up front here we can hook up a ram, or we can also put in the tie-off, and you can tie off the front of this thing and we can do a pull on them.
I see.
The bigger one, the actual Bear, is another vehicle we've got. We've actually
Yeah.
set that one up for the actual rams.
And that's twice as big as this one?
It's about twice as big. You actually need a commercial license to drive that one.
Wow, okay. So then obviously, so if anybody fires at this vehicle, they're not going to puncture the radiator because these don't go through at all, do they? Oh, I see, it goes up.
It's kind of channeled like a chimney
Yeah.
kind of thing with baffles.
Yeah, so
you're not
obvious-
going to get around through it, but it'll allow airflow to get in
Right,
to cool
so
it.
nobody can puncture your radiator.
Correct.
Okay. Now tell me about this Bulletproof. Is this 2 layers? Is it really that thick? What is it, about a ½ inch?
No, it's actually more like about 3 inches thick.
3 inches. Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
From
Look
the
at that.
outside
Yeah.
here all the way inside, actually about 4 inches looks like.
Yeah.
And that'll stop pretty much any kind of round that we're going to encounter out on the street.
Now after this gets hit by a round or a couple of rounds, do you then have to replace this, or does it hold its structural integrity?
Yeah, it'll hold its integrity for multiple rounds.
Yeah.
However, our policy is once it takes an impact from a
Yeah,
round,
once it gets a crack,
then our vehicle is taken out of service. We
Right.
order up a new piece from Lenco,
Right.
and they'll freight it out to us.
Yeah. Wow, pretty amazing. And look at the way the door, so that acts as more as like a shield for an officer to be behind
You can
it?
step out and use it as a shield, however your
Right.
legs are exposed.
Yeah.
The main reason we put this little latch down there was, if you flip that up real quick, if for some reason you're half in, half out, and the door goes
Yeah.
to close on you, you've got all that weight coming down, you've got a potential injuries for legs
Yeah.
or hand injuries.
Oh, I
So
see, yeah.
this was put on as a safety device. I mean, not only can it help hold the door in a tactical situation, but just as you're maneuvering around the
Yeah.
vehicle, it'll keep you safe.
So I imagine a vehicle like this, you get a lot of input to the manufacturer. Like you say, like you mentioned this here. This looks like something a guy in the field would notice before the designer of the vehicle, you know?
Yeah,
Does that
there's
happen
a lot of, I guess, the bugs you say we worked out. The first ones we ordered, there was
Yeah.
issues with them that, you kind of refine them as you go along.
Right, right.
And this being our 4th vehicle we've gotten from them, the older doors opened to the rear, which presents a problem because you're exposed as soon as the door opens.
Yeah, yeah.
So now they've manufactured doors where they open properly now, and you're afforded the cover right away.
Yeah, and that's a solid door.
And now this particular vehicle, like I said, we've set this up as to operate as an ambulance should we need it.
Right.
We can extract people, citizens, officers, whatnot. But if one of
Right.
us gets in a bad way, the fire department, as you could understand, is a little reluctant to get downrange
Right,
in a hot zone. So what we've done with this is we've got oxygen on board. We've got stuff that the paramedics will need, all the equipment on the side here.
Cool.
And we can bring the paramedics downrange with us now. We can get our officer or a citizen that needs rescue in here, and they can start working on them. So we can take them in the hot zone, extract them, and get them back to where we can help them.
Can we turn on those lights inside there? Let's show people what.
Sure, let me see.
See what it looks. There we go. Look at that.
We got low for just operating,
Yeah.
and then
Let's
we're
put it
actually
on
going to start
high.
working on somebody. Put them
Come
on
on,
high.
let's take a look what we have here. Okay. This is obviously all bulletproof as well.
Yeah, once
What
you
do we
have
have?
that
We got a
here,
little bar there in case you want to entertain women. No, that's oxygen, huh?
that's our oxygen hook up there. So once we get the guys in here, we can start high flow oxygen on them, and then we got the stretchers here rigged up on the side.
And everything here is bulletproof. Everything here is that, what did you say, 3/4 inch plate? Is that what it
Well,
is?
the doors are 3/4. The walls
Yeah.
may be more. I don't have the
Yeah.
specs on that. Again, you can see the thickness of the windows here, offset
Right.
from the wall. The lights here behind you and off to the side, we can either run them on a red light at nighttime if we want to
Right.
keep low light, or if we need to put on a white light, we can add more
Right.
light to it. It's a double wall ceiling, as you can see. This is just a thin interior where they can run the lights and the power and stuff up. And we've got the
Right.
thick outer shell beyond that.
And what do we have here? Is that a turret?
This is actually a turret for us. Yeah, it's a gun hatch, so we can actually put somebody up. Now, if we need to, for any situation, we could put a officer up there with a rifle.
Right.
Provide cover for the guys who can be working on the body
Right.
here.
Let's see what we got here.
And then this red lever here in front, if you
Uh-oh.
want to touch it, you can actually release this,
Yeah.
and you can spin the turret around to whichever direction you
Oh,
want.
this will, and this obviously provides as a shield, and you can open this and fire
Right,
through
you
there.
can open the hatch there, and you can put your
Right.
rifle through that.
Wow. Welcome to LA. Pretty amazing. And of course another one of those gun turrets.
Push in and turn.
Oh, push in and turn. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. And get that a donut or whatever you want right there.
And now we've got those at the back doors, one
Yeah.
off each side, and also the both doors have them, and then you've got the hatch up top here.
Have you ever been pinned down in one of these?
It's hard to get pinned down on one of these.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
You pretty much go where you want.
Yeah, yeah.
The guys we have to worry about are the guys out on foot
Right.
that are on the perimeter outside the location.
Right.
In a real bad situation, that's why we've got these now, where we can, excuse me, we can bring these up. The guys can have a front seat view of the place, and not have to worry about taking any kind of.
And how many of these vehicles does Los Angeles have?
We've actually got 3 of the smaller size here, the BearCats. Then we also have, like I said, the large Barrett vehicle itself,
Yeah.
which is probably double the size of this one.
Let's sit in the driver's seat and see what it's like. There we are. Well, it's pretty much standard Ford in here, obviously.
Yeah,
Obviously,
except for your different controls on the console there. Everything else is just a generic truck.
Yeah, very nice. Obviously, automatic transmission. Air conditioning. Hey, it's a party van.
AM, FM radio with a CD even.
Yeah, look at that. I imagine it must get pretty hot in this vehicle without air conditioning.
Yeah, because it doesn't always work. And then you got to add on top of all your gear you've got on it.
Yeah, plus your windows don't go down at all. Nothing.
Yeah.
So the only ventilation you get really is just the air conditioning unit. Yeah.
Exactly.
Very cool. Massive hinges here on this as well.
Yeah, they built it tough. There's no doubt about it. These things are built to last, and
Pretty impressive vehicle. And you got your running board here. I notice the running boards run all around the vehicle. Do that?
Right.
The guys kind of hang on the outside here. What's the point of that?
the point of that is if we're moving folks or our guys downrange to a location, obviously we can get more guys around it than we can get inside it.
Right,
so
right.
the guys just step up on the side here, and you can see the rail up top there.
Right, and you hold on up there.
You just step on the rail and hold on. We can transport our guys around,
There you go. See that?
whether downrange or
Well,
back
if you're
up
doing a
range.
Broadway show. All righty, let's go fight crime. Can we take it for a ride?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Don't lose a finger.
It's pretty quiet inside, not bad.
As you can see, actually it handles pretty well
No, it does. It's like
for the weight.
square dancing with a fat lady. The fact that it does it at all is pretty amazing. And it's got plenty of pickup.
That's the dual turbo on it.
And the nice thing is, since people are shooting at you, just keep driving straight ahead.
It's just an easy day.
Yeah. Being a cloudy day, it's kind of ominous going down through town.
You feel kind of like in a bubble here because you're so insulated from the outside.
Yeah.
When the hatch is closed and doors are closed, you can't hear what's going on outside you.
No.
Someone can be at the door yelling at you, and you can't really hear them.
I can feel those turbos kicking in, feel the wastegates.
Braking takes a little bit longer due to the extra
Yeah.
weight, but they're still pretty darn good.
And actually it rides pretty nicely because all that weight gives you
Yeah, it centers it very nicely.
kind of that boulevard ride. Good thing you got side mirrors because those rear views don't do much for you with those small
the
windows.
only good thing is on that there's a built-in camera, so when you do go to back up,
Oh.
it turns into the
Oh, I see.
screen
Yeah,
so you can
yeah.
see.
See, this is kind of cool. Rather than having a cop chasing me, you just have him in the car with you. So he can kind of keep you in line.
Now you get your own red light and siren. You don't even need me.
Now, I don't see any wipers. Does it have wipers?
Actually, they do. They're located up top.
Oh, they're top.
so that
Okay.
your field of view.
Yeah, yeah. And I imagine this probably has a life expectancy of what, 10 years with the department, something like that?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but with the fiscal constraints and the economy, I'm sure we're going to try to keep this thing going.
Yeah,
long as we
yeah.
can. They're hard to come by, so.
I mean, unlike a normal police car, which you're putting hundreds of thousands of miles on, this is a specialty used vehicle, right? So,
Exactly. The miles isn't what kills it; it's the operation.
Yeah.
Once we get on scene, they tend to get beat up because you really got to bang them up when you're using them. So.
well, that's pretty cool. I never thought I'd get a chance to drive one of these. I want to thank the LAPD and the SWAT division and Officer Nee. Thank you very much, officer. And of course, Captain Miller. And thanks for letting me drive this. This is one of those once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. Usually I'm in the back of one of these, so this is very cool. Oh, and I can't do any burnouts because it's a cop car. See you guys next week.